celebration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here we go! AT Gator, hey, Haywood! Yep.
You gotta get moving, man. Man, move it. You gotta get that. Hey, 96.
Now!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Pilot, 64, weak.
And to give this time to the tailback. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Go! 5.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Go!
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Light. Go!
They'll look to throw. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the... Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
All day, baby, all day.
Ready, set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On the ready.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey!
Comes to me, it's me. Mike 96, Mike 96.
Hey, orbit.
Defense all day, all day. And 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Mike 96. Mike 96.
Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Live 36. Live 36.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Hey, exit.
Live 36. 36 to Mike. Switch up.
Deep river.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
He finds his man Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Come on, set. 10-2 start.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Down. 18 Gator. Sit up. Look at me. Zipper.
Double dog. That's the way.
Smooth.
96. Mike 96. Yeah, that's what I do.
X3. 218. Chopper. Undercross. Get it.
On 2nd down, Swift. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Hey, wahoo.
You better be afraid of me. You better be.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Pull it together. Watch twitch. Twitch. Out, 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 out. 36, 36. Check 90.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second. Looking right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 2. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
They can't hang with us.
Go.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 3. at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let them know, let them know.
They go play action now. Jackson, he's going to air one out. And got his man complete. Give him 32 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 37-yard line.
Ready? And read. Right 36. Bullet. Now. Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 26. Check 26. Slam. Slam. Boom. Boom. Check the backer. Shift. Shift. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Mike 96. Mike 96. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, 96 is coming. We're going to Mike 96.
Back to throw here. He gets this one to Johnson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Quick pass out to Juju. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 60 or. Go. Bravo!
36, line 36. Oh, here we go. Oh, watch 36. 36 the mic. Stay with your man.
Ready?
6, line 36.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 96. Mike 96. Hey, here.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Mike 96, Mike 96.
Look at me, zipper.
Hey, 96 is coming.
Now back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Yeah.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Who we got?
No.
Hey, 96 is coming. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. 2nd and 13. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Go.
I got him. That's me.
Hey, high 7. Lead rim.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Go.
36. All right.
Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Go.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Watch
Leo. Go. Hey, Charlie.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They